Welcome to the Nagual Zone. I'm Anaam. Today we are talking about relationships. Love versus respect. One is the domain of the average man's consensus insanity. And the other one is the domain of the Toltec warrior. Can you guess which one out of love and respect is the domain of which one? Love is it's next to God in the average man's consensus insanity. That word love, and in different languages, amore and eros and ebos and gibos and all the different things, and agape, and so much, like there's a whole love. And then when you're born, the mother is loving you. No one ever told you that it's the demands and subscriptions of the mating instinct. Take the mating instinct away and it won't be that motherly. It isn't that motherly once you grow up, is it? No one. And then you have the cartoons, Donald Duck and Goofy. Then you have your Avengers, and then those. It's all Disney. All of it's Disney, right? Little Red Riding Hood, and what is all this? Kiss the Frog, whatever these things are. All of this, right? And the boys are reading comics, and it's all love. It's all love is being defined in the average man's consensus insanity through all of this. And then your puberty hits you, and then you don't know your ass from your elbow. What's happening? And suddenly you're having sex with other human beings. And then that's got tied into love now. So now the ultimate dysfunction has already started, where love and the mating instinct have got fused. They got fused. A big problem. As far as Toltec warriors can see and experience, that's the root, that's the problem right there. Big problem. However, from then on, you are going to spend your entire life searching for love from that point on. Once the mating instinct and the Disney idea of love that's been given to you, that was given to your parents, your uncles, aunt, cousins, best friend, everyone, media, newspaper, anything and everything that makes up your world has given you an idea of love. So naturally, that's the only thing you know about this word, right? That then gets fused with the mating instinct. That's a recipe for disaster. See, when it's put like that, you can start seeing it, right? Then why is it that you spend your entire life from that moment on looking for love? I'm looking for my love. My love. Even from the average man's consensus insanity definitions of love, my love doesn't make any sense, does it? I'm looking for my love. I'm looking for my soulmate. The lady who inhabited this house that I live in right now, her whole career is built on, New Agers have this, in the New Age it's a term called twin flame. Twin flames. Her whole career is built on twin flames. She's got literally thousands of followers. She's a big twin flame guru. Everyone wants her to solve their twin flame problems. How can I find my twin flame? Oh, please. And she does very well with it, out of it, and has much success online and social media, the works, everything. Twin flame. Her personal life is a very different ball game. This is all you know. Twin flame. if just think about it from the definitions of love that have been already given to you, that you understand as love, there's no need to search, is there then? That lady with the twin flames shouldn't be doing well at all if your definition of love that was given to you actually worked. Why are you lonely? Why are you looking for twin flames? Twin flame, amazing concept. Twin flame, such a, like, a totally insane person would think of this. Someone who is so removed from their natural self and how nature works and how life actually is would come up with such a fantasy. Twin flame. There are a few other fantasies, like there's an all-powerful being in this direction, up there, who's a male being, sends his son, got a son now, goes down, rapes a human female without her non-consensual pregnancy. And there's a son now who's going to die for you. Die like a torturous death. Incredible fantasy. The most, only seriously insane people think of this kind of stuff. And seriously stupid people buy into it. Really, if you just get, sober up and don't get drunk on what the parasite gives you, the drugs the parasite gives you, drugs on every level for your mind, for your spirit, for your body. If you sober up, detox, and really look, you will see the cesspool that is called the average man's consensus insanity. And a big word like love, right? Warriors have no time for this word. Really. They have no time, no inclination, no movement for what this word represents. And I'll explain this. It will make sense to you. You will see. It's important to really see how what you understand as love is not there are literally have been very, very few human beings throughout history who have actually understood what love is and lived it out. Even the average man will agree with me on that. Put like that, it really sobers you up, doesn't it? Your definition of, you're better off, if you want to bring in honesty into your understanding of the word love, replace it with, can you guess? Replace it with the word expectations. Once you just don't call it, if you're interested in actually getting with reality and working with things as they are, if you're interested in that, then I suggest you replace the word love remove it from your vocabulary. It's no use to you. If it was useful to you, then you would be the happiest person in this world. Instead, replace it with expectations. The word expectation. Once that happens, it will orient your perspective to much more to see accurately actually what the dynamics are between you and your surroundings, between you and everything. You've got you've got pet ants. You like keeping bees. The same thing. You don't love your bees. Replace that with expectations. What expectation means to you, right? You love whoever, you love her. You don't even know what that means. Replace that with expectations. I love him. You don't. Replace that with expectations. That way what will happen is it'll sober you up and it'll help you to really see, oh, okay, This is where all the discontent is coming from. That what I want love to be, by the way, that's an expectation, is not being fulfilled by the other person or my ants or my pet birds or parrot or whatever it is that you pretend to love. Because you don't know anything else, right? It's a fair game. There's no way for you to know anything else apart from what's been given to you about this world. Warriors step out of this entirely. Warriors have got nothing to do with this entire thing, fantastical thing, fantasy. Warriors focus instead on respect. Respect. Warriors contend that love is a dime a dozen. And yes, absolutely, love can be bought. Genuine twin flame love, it can be bought. You need money. All you need is money. It's absolutely true. There's no doubt about it. It's a real, you heard it from who heard it from, who read it somewhere, that love cannot be bought. You heard a song. You'd have no experience of the contrary to this myth that love cannot be bought. Absolutely, you need money to have the kind of twin flame love that you're looking for. If you're poor and leading a loser's life, you think all you'll find is a loser who's a twin flame, and all that means is the misery loves company. That's it. That's all the fantasy that's been sold to you, Snow White and all that, the one that you want. Yeah, you need money for that. You need a lot of money for that. But once you have money, you will see. You will see yourself, you will see. I hope you have money one day. You correct your relationship with money first. Learn to love money. But what warriors do is they respect money instead. And then and this is why warriors, there's no such thing as a poor warrior. That's like, what kind of warrior are you? You see how it all starts to tie together? Respect is what you want to cultivate. This is what gives the warrior her edge. The warrior is interested in one thing alone, from herself and her surroundings or her relationships. Mutual respect. Mutual respect. Now in the next video, I'll break down how do you do this? How respect? Because you know in detail what love is. You really do, in detail, because of all that's been crammed into you about it. You don't know much about respect, do you though? Be very honest. Be very honest with yourself. First of all, because there's not a lot of people to respect. You know why? Because none of them respect themselves, and you don't respect yourself either, do you? This is time for gut level honesty, brutal honesty. The only way we can respect someone is if we respect what they represent to us in ourselves. We learn to respect that in ourselves. It's the only way to have genuine respect for someone else. Love comes and goes. Really it does. I'll give you an example. But respect doesn't. Respect is a one-time deal. It's a one-time deal. Here's an example. Imagine that there's a mom and her son, she finds out that her son's been shooting crack. And she didn't know. He's been a drug addict for 2 years. What's going to happen? So here's her love for her son. Here's her respect for her son. Which one's going to plummet? Which one's going to plummet? The love's going to remain the same. She's not going to love him less, but her respect for her son's just plummeted. And it's gonna be a long, hard road for that son to gain back her respect. But the love is fine. Love is the cheaper option here. Love is the cheaper option here. Now imagine that son creates so much trouble for that mom that she, for all outward appearances, she starts to rue the day that he was born. She hates him. It's like, I can't stand this guy. He's just trouble all the time. Never, doesn't want to change, has no money. All the problems in my life are coming from this chap. Right? There's no respect, and now even love is... Love becomes hate very quickly, especially so mom and son is to illustrate how love is, how respect can be, is flimsy. But in relationships, a husband, wife, and all these kind of deals, you can really see how love and hate are kind of intertwined. But if the definition of love that you were given was correct in the Bible and love thy neighbor, all this utter nonsense. If it was all actually functionally useful, then why are people one moment they're loving each other, then the next moment they're hating each other? Can't stand being in the same room. Why is that? Love is cheap. You can love and hate, and I love my son, but it's respect that creates the quality. It's respect that creates the quality. You lose someone's respect for you, you can claim as much love as you want. The quality of the relationship just plummeted. That person won't trust you. Respect is tied into trust. Love is not tied into trust. That mom will still love the son even though she knows that he's stealing from her jacket cash each time to fuel his drug habit. Right? She'll still say, oh, I love my son. It's the respect that creates quality in the relationship. And for warriors, high quality exchange is very important. Warriors do not waste their time with low quality exchanges. High quality exchange. You want to always focus on respect. How can I give and be the kind of person that receives the respect of my fellow man and fellow women? How can I be that kind of person? Next video, watch out for that. I'll explain that, how to cultivate, how to be the person who can garner, inspire respect in others. How to be that person. It's not that hard. It really isn't. Love, which is a fantasy sold to you, that is hard. That's why you find it impossible. Because it is. It's not just hard, it is impossible. Respect is not hard. Respect is easy. But what the parasite has told you is that respect is hard. It's not hard. To regain respect is very hard. Once you've been a fool enough to lose it in someone's eyes, to regain it is very hard. Because you have to really prove that you are really, you have to journey. You have to change. Love, you don't have change within yours. You can be an arsehole and still someone will love you. Someone in this world will love you. Warriors have no time for these shenanigans. High quality energy exchanges are what is useful, and respect gets warriors that. In any relationship, if people can respect each other, you can hate someone, you can absolutely hate your enemy, but still respect them. right? That is the quality of respect. It is possible to admire your enemy. I absolutely admire. I don't consider the parasite an enemy, or there are no enemies for me personally. But I admire the parasite and its parasitic genius almost, right? It's a non-intelligent machine entity governed by parasitic entities. But you got to respect it. It's amazing. Its game is amazing. Complete self-destruction. It's brilliant. You can still respect someone who you don't like. Still have a high quality energy exchange. But love, it's too unreliable. It's too unreliable, and too many people don't know what that word even means. It's a useless equation for the warrior. Therefore, respect. Much better. You have problems with your family, you don't like them, they don't like you, whatever it is, you're always fighting when you're all together. There's only one problem. No one respects each other in that family. Everyone loves each other. That's why you come together for Christmas or whatever, festivals, this, that, all the rest of it. Everyone loves each other, right? But they're all fighting because there's no respect. Imagine that same family and everyone really respects each other highly. This is what I'm saying. You want to go for respect. That means you will have to change into the kind of person who inspires respect. This is why respect is not cheap. Love is cheap. It's cheap. Love is the beggar. Respect is the emperor. Don't be fooled by love. Warriors are never fooled by love. Never, ever. It's respect that you want. Your radar should always be tuned to respect. Be respectful and expect to be respected for who you are. That means you have to learn to respect yourself and give life evidence. Be the kind of person who lives like that. Who lives a life worthy of respect. And I'm telling you, it's not hard. Only a way has to be shown to you, and then it's up to you. If you're interested in being someone who can be respected in your own eyes and in others' eyes, then you can just go ahead and start cultivating that. It's really no big deal. Can't have both. Can't have love and respect for long. Can't have love and respect for long. Because love is too fickle. It kind of come and go and becomes hate and this and that, but that respect is steady. If someone respects you because you're worthy of respect in their eyes, they'll keep respecting you until, no matter what, until you fall from respect. Right? Respect depends on who you are. Love depends on how many expectations you're going to fulfill for that person. That's the difference. One is for warriors, as far as warriors are concerned, one is completely disempowering, and the other is you retain your sovereignty, you retain your dignity, and you retain your self-respect. Next video, I shall tell you exactly how to become the kind of person who has this. For now, leave in the comments below what you think about love and respect. What are your thoughts on this? And I shall see you next time. Walk in freedom. Namaste.